At the ICJ 2023 Jurist Awards of the Year, held at the French Embassy last night, Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka sought to clear the air over accusations that the NADCO report was a fraud meant to benefit politicians.
Even as we pursue justice and we pursue democratic gains, that is a mission that was given to us, Chair. It was not the political class. It was a result of Kenyans shedding blood and police not being held accountable for use of live bullets.
Her co-principal Martha Karua had on Thursday trashed the report on grounds that it had nothing to do with Kenyans.
Following the cost of living protests and subsequent unlawful use of force and firearms by the police, the political class came together to form a national dialogue committee, which held public hearings and produced a report on themes including electoral justice and the formation of Prime Cabinet Secretary and Leader of Opposition. ICJ Kenya will continue to monitor these developments to protect Kenyans' constitutional, democratic and human rights.
Kalonzo says among the recommendations forwarded to the head of state and Azimio leader Raila Odinga is the formation of a commission to probe cases of brutality against Kenyans who took to the streets in protest of the high cost of living.
We have made a recommendation that the two principals who put together the team would also consider putting together a commission to look into the excesses that are committed by the police.
NARC leader Martha Karua decried forceful power takeovers in Africa, terming it as a recession of democracy.
There is a trend, especially in Africa, of an constitutional takeover of powers under the pretext of elections, where elections are rigged before your very eyes. This has happened in North Africa, in East Africa, in Central Africa, virtually everywhere in Africa.
Karua chided the African Union as the biggest impediment to democracy, while applauding the increasing coups within the continent.
Those coups, unconstitutional as they may appear, are just wresting power from unconstitutional takeovers under the guise of elections.
The Speaker's decision to recognize Kenya Kwanza as the majority in the House was also called out.
Soon after the elections, those in power moved swiftly to buy members of our coalition and therefore denying us the majority. It would have been, in the worst case scenario, what it is in the US today, where the US Congress is controlled by the Democrats and the Senate by the Republicans.
During the ceremony, lawyer Dudley Ochiel, who led the case against the defunct BBI, was named a Jurist of the Year at the ceremony.
To be honored by ICJ Kenya, an esteemed organization dedicated to promoting the rule of law, human rights, and democracy in Kenya, is a deeply moving experience.
I think we heard a very strong statement for His Excellency about the abolition of death penalty. My country has gone through that. It has not been easy. It was a fierce debate in Parliament.
He now joins the ranks of Ambassador Rachel Omamo, Samuel Kivuitu, former CJ Dr. Wele Mutunga and David Maraga, Nurdin Haji, Maina Kiai, Martha Karua, James Orengo, as well as Justice Mumbi Ngugi, among others. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.